Is a lemon a good thing or a bad thing? If you like lemonade or lemon meringue pie or lemon in your iced tea, it's a good thing. The problem with a lemon is that it takes a lot of work to make it good. You've got to cut it, squeeze it, grate it, add sugar and other ingredients, or it will make you pucker and shudder when you bite into it. It is sour. Apples and cherries are much more desirable and require a lot less work to enjoy. So let's talk about the bitterness of buying a lemon. First, you've got to spot a lemon. When you spot a lemon, you better run. The problem is, unscrupulous sellers can be very devious with their lemons. They can cover up a problem so well that you'll never know what you're getting until it's too late. Crafty used car slicky boys can even perform a magic trick. They can make a huge lemon look just like a cherry. And doesn't everyone want a cherry? When I was 18, I bought the most beautiful car I've ever owned to this day. It was a used 56 Chevy hardtop, two-tone blue, drop-dead gorgeous, exactly what every kid my age at the time wanted. A 56 Chevy in good condition was one of the best cars ever built. But this one had been rode hard and put up wet. In other words, it had been badly mistreated and poorly maintained. To look at it, it looked like a jewel. The first week the transmission failed. The engine was so worn out it burned 4 quarts of oil a week. Heck, I never once had to get an oil change. It didn't stay in there long enough to get dirty. The front suspension was so loose that the tires wore out. I could go on, but suffice it to say, I spent more money keeping it running than I actually paid for the car. I don't want that to happen to you. When a person is looking for a car and has a vehicle to trade in, he usually gets a quick wash job, goes to the dealership hoping for a good trade-in allowance. The dealerships employ used car appraisers who inspect the trade with a fine-tooth comb. They look closely at the body, the interior, the tires, and under the hood. They drive it to see if everything works right. They walk around it slowly, looking for a series of items that you'd never believe are important. These items will reveal hidden mysteries about the vehicle and become predictors of how well this vehicle will perform and how long it will last in the hands of the next owner. The appraiser will learn pretty much exactly how much money his dealership will have to spend to make that trade a profitable piece of merchandise for him to sell. Now here's the problem. You could look at that same vehicle and never see those problems. You don't have his eye. You don't have his experience. He does his job 6 days a week, looking at dozens of trades every day. He's a pro. You're not. Now my pastor called me a few weeks ago. He has a young daughter in high school, and he found her a beautiful little yellow Volkswagen Beetle. And Volkswagen Beetles are great vehicles. He asked if I'd look at it for him. I've been a car guy for 40 years. I know cars about as good as anyone you'll ever meet. I've been a service manager and a body shop manager. Now, I've bought and sold tens of thousands of cars and trucks. But even to me, at first glance, it looked okay. Upon closer inspection, as I looked at those very specific items that only a used car professional appraiser would know how to inspect, I told him pass. It had been wrecked and repaired, but the big problem is that it had been underwater. He did not want to put his 17-year-old daughter in that car and wave goodbye. Fortunately, he took my advice. That conversation saved him several $1,000s, and considering the safety of his daughter, maybe a lot more. I can do the same thing for you. I'll show you a video and clearly point out the items you need to inspect to prevent you from making a mistake. This video could save you thousands in repairs, thousands in breakdowns, and financial loss when you try to get rid of it someday. You will see what the used car appraiser sees. And if you still want to buy that vehicle, you'll be able to confront the seller with what you've discovered and get it for a lot less money when he learns that you knew how to spot a lemon. Is it worth $29.95 to prevent the loss of several $1,000s of your hard-earned money? Silly question, isn't it? But it's not just the money you can save, it's a safety factor. Worn out and patched up cars can break down in traffic, or worse, cause you to have an accident if there's a problem with the steering or braking systems. Even a leaky exhaust system can be deadly. We'll show you how to check for that also. Make sense? Of course it does. Is it easy to learn? You bet it is. So get comfortable, grab a cold glass of lemonade, and enjoy this informative video. You're about to make sure that no one ever takes advantage of you again, that when you invest in a used vehicle, you make a sound and safe investment. It's your money. Don't let someone cheat you out of it. You deserve a good car. You deserve a safe car, and you're about to take charge of that. I'll see you in the video.